CEOs stepping down. Let me see if I know one is Southwest and the other one's American, I believe. Okay, here we go. American Airlines CEO steps down, Doug Parker, after meeting with the White House Chief of Staff, Mark Meadows. Did he get arrested? Crimes against humanity? I don't know. American Airlines CEO Doug Parker will retire in March 22 and be replaced by American Airlines current president Robert Isom. Parker will remain as chairman. Also, Southwest Airlines CEO Gary Kelly will step down in February. He will be replaced by Southwest Airlines executive Bob Jordan. So, you gotta wake up. This is from OJ. Thank you, OJ. He shared stuff about Queen Elizabeth. He lives over there. D5, let's go. Think chest, then blackout event. So, Photoshop was done in 2019, being released from the hospital. We are at the tipping point for the kickoff. London Bridge is falling down. That's what they're saying, that everything's going to release. We don't exactly know the day or the hour or the date. The dates are constantly floating. But we know that certain steps have to be made. And we're right on the precipice of it happening. So we just got to keep praying and believing. The BBC is announcing Queen Elizabeth passing. And they already said this afternoon they believe she passed. Alright, so see, we're right there. Things need to be happening. The fifth Queen, the same day as Photoshop was done, being released from the hospital. So, we're right there. We're just waiting on it to happen. Just put it in place, military. Let's go. Elders, let's get it done. Why would you tell your enemy you're playing? That's right. There's no date set. Why would you tell your enemy you're playing? That is correctamundo. Alright, this is a wake-up call for everybody out there that doesn't believe what is really happening. This is just an animation picture of the birth of Jesus Christ. So I'm going to get started on some notes. I want to always share this. Mele Kalikimaka, everybody. And then this was something a Patriot sent to me. This was on the CSI crime scene on TV, the series. And look at the queue in the background. I assume this is Vegas. I don't know. But there's the queue. It's been around us and in front of us all this time. But there's no such thing. Oh my gosh. Hit somebody in the head. Oh, there's no such thing. You didn't hit me in the head. I mean, seriously. Gotta wake up. Okay. You know that they created inflation to take away all our assets. Blowing it up to where we wouldn't own anything. TNT is saying December 15th. Jasara. Many are adamant about this week. No news is progress. A lot of people are under NDAs. The bankers in Wales believe this week before the weekend. And many are saying December 12th through the 15th. There's tons of security in D.C. That was from Nancy Drew. Banks are ready to go. Movement with the Yellow Dragon bonds in Zurich. Mark Zing. Redemption centers staffed and ready to go. Then I told you about the American Airlines CEO and the Southwest Airlines CEO. Stock market crashing. They keep trying to revive it and bring it up a little, but it's inevitable. It's going to crash. Agreement with the White House. Take down mainstream media. Deep state never does what they say. They were saying that they met with the white hats. And the rats never do what they say. So you take that with a grain of salt. And then sources are saying, I think it was, I told you yesterday with Simon, the Ghislaine Maxwell trial will stop suddenly. And then it will be something else will be implemented and carried on. The military? I hope it is. Let's see. Mandates exempt. All government exempt. Look. And then the Evergrande in China shares plummet 20%. It's a new low. That was on CNN. Trump raised over $1 billion in investors for his new Truth platform in one day. $1 billion. Okay, now we're supposed to get our income tax money returned to us with interest, I believe. And there were sources saying, is it going to happen automatically? And I think it will, just going into your account, because they say that you're not going to get that at your redemption center at your appointment. So I assume that it would be like, or your income tax refund goes straight to your account. I would assume your income tax money will go straight to your account. Okay, American hedge fund billionaire surrenders 180 looted and illegally smuggled antiques valued at $70 million. He has a lifetime ban on acquiring other relics on an agreement with Manhattan DA. They were stolen from 11 countries. That was Michael Steinhardt. That's on MSN. Now, was that part of the white hat stuff? Probably. 36,000 children were rescued from the dumbs in British Columbia. And then they're saying that the U.S. debt right now is $29 trillion. And they're saying when they had that big housing crash and all that, we were trying to refi the place that we were in at the time. I remember all this. It was a nightmare. My brother was trying to refi too, and we couldn't get anything through. They kept dragging us out because they were working a deal. Federal Reserve bailed them out again. So, and they're saying at the same time when that happened in 2008 that the debt was $29 trillion. So, we should crash anytime and then implement the Sarjasara. Alright. J6, the January 6th incident, attorney said an undercover law enforcement officer passed out weapons to the J6 protesters who were later arrested. It was all set up from the deep state. Every corrupt rat in D.C. knew about it. All the three-letter agencies, they're all corrupt. 81 million votes. The polls show only 22% of Americans support fake Biden. I don't believe it's 22%. I believe it's more like 3. Trace. They need to be brought down. Why are all these CEOs stepping down? Think about it. Alright. Now there's a video, and I didn't get it on here, but I thought it was awesome, that the Antifa Marxists attack and interrupt a massive nationalist rally in France. And all of them chased them, beat them from the building, and the crowd was chanting, "Everyone hates Antifa." Good for them. Kudos to them for standing up. That needs to happen in every place here in America. Stand up, Americans. David Nunes leaves Congress and becomes CEO for Trump Media Company. Sounds like a good thing going on. They've already raised $1 billion. Okay. Oh yeah, and this too. CEO Rumble's parent company. The CEO for Rumble's parent company has reached a distribution deal with Rumble that Truth Socials, this is President Trump's social media, is going to use Rumble's infrastructure, technology, and iCloud distribution capabilities. So they've made a deal with Rumble. Sounds like it's going to be going. CNN is full of predators and perverts. That was testimony. And U.S. announces diplomatic boycott of Beijing Winter Olympics. And then Fleming said that the Vietnamese dong is in the $2 range. The D.C. Beltway people are expecting in between December 12th and 15th. Bankers and Wells on location believe it will happen this week before the weekend. So see, things are moving.